Did you know that the biggest thing holding you back isn't the world? It's you. It's me. In Beat Self Defeat by John Mason, he reveals how we sabotage our own efforts. But more importantly, he talks about how to break free. If you've gotten stuck in life, if you ever felt stuck in life, I tell you, watch this video till the very end because I reveal tools that you can use to get unstuck. So, what are the lessons I learned from John Mason's book called Beat Self Defeat? By the way, this is my copy. You can see it. This is my copy, and I just got it. I've started reading. I've not yet done, but so far these are some lessons I've picked up, and I hope you also go get your copy and read to be able to overcome your self-imposed limitations, because this book deals much more with overcoming our self-imposed limitations. So what's the first lesson I learned? The first lesson I learned is that your reality, your mindset shapes your reality. Your reality is shaped by your mindset. Your mindset shapes your reality. And so if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Nobody can help you with your thoughts. If your mind is positive, it will shape your reality and make it a positive reality. If your mind is negative, you will have a negative reality. So it is like garbage in, garbage out, garbage in, garbage out, giggle. What you put inside is what you will get. And so if your mind is positive, you get positive results. If your mind is negative, you get negative results. The second lesson is fear is the biggest obstacle. And I once heard a wise man say the best thing to fear is fear itself. The best thing to fear is fear itself. So false evidence appearing real. That is the acronym for fear. False evidence. F for false, E for evidence, A for appearing, then R for real. So false evidence appearing real. It appears real, but it is not real. So fear is the biggest obstacle. And don't allow fear to stop you in your tracks from achieving the things you desire. You so much desire. If something is in your mind day and night, don't allow fear to hold you back, because fear doesn't prevent death. It actually prevents life. That a wise man said that. It's an unknown quote. Fear prevents does not only prevent death, it also prevents life. It stops you from living. It stops you from being the best that God wants you to be. It stops you from attaining purpose. It stops you from walking in God's plan for your life. And so fear is the biggest obstacle. Stop looking at somebody around you as your obstacle. No, fear is the biggest obstacle. And so watch out for it. And my own stance has always been, feel the fear, but do it anyway. Because I remember years ago when I was going to speak for the first time as a public speaker in a seminar, and then throughout the night my tummy was rumbling, there were butterflies all over. I felt like I couldn't do it. But you know what? I faced the fear. I did it. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. What if I had cancelled that opportunity and said, I'm not feeling too good about this because it's my first time of doing that? I didn't say it so. I still went ahead to do the speaking engagement, and today I can speak anywhere. I can speak among crowds. I can speak anywhere. So feel the fear, but do it anyways. Okay, so what's the third lesson? The third lesson is failure is not final. Look, every stumbling block, every stumble, every failure, every mistake, every error you make is a learning process. It's something that is going to lead you into your promised land. So don't give up when there is a bit of failure or you suffer a loss, or how many losses am I going to even talk about that I have suffered, and I'm still here. So failure is not final. In fact, failure is not final until you give up. It is when you give up that failure becomes final. And so I urge you to keep on keeping on, because there is still what? Light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, now the fourth lesson is excuses hold you back. Sorry, I'm checking my notes. Excuses hold you back. And so I have always said it, excuses do not exist. We create them, we give them clothes, we give them food, and they take up a life of their own. I tell you, if only you will do what you want to do without making any excuse, I tell you, you will surprise yourself. You will surpass your expectations. And so don't allow excuses to hold you back. They are what? Dream killers. Excuses are dream killers. Excuses are energy drainers. So watch out for excuses. Now, the fifth lesson is small daily actions lead to big results. Look, big results that you see today, it's not as a result of any big action taken. Small actions, they lead to big results. And so that tiny letter you want to write today, go ahead and write it. That tiny email you want to send, go ahead and send it. That Zoom meeting you want to have it today, because those little actions add up to bring a big result for you. Still on our lessons, the next lesson, the sixth one, is surround yourself with the right people. There is this saying by a wise man that you are the average of the 5 people that you move with. And so who are you moving with? Who are your friends? We can know who you are or who you will be through the people who surround you. Are they wise people? Are they smart people? Are they people who are trudging on the road to success? Or are they people who are killing your vibe? So surround yourself with the right people. Then the next one, the seventh one, is comparison is a trap. Don't compare your 10-year journey to somebody's 30-year journey. They don't add up. And so stay on your lane and put your head down, be focused, and work on your life. Work on your goals. Instead of comparing yourself to other people, stay focused on your own lane. Now, the eighth lesson is self-discipline creates freedom. Self-discipline is hard. I won't lie about it. Because your friends are somewhere playing poker and you are seated on a table trying to write an ebook, trying to create an email list, all those things. It's hard. It's painful too, let me add. It's painful. But I tell you, if you can master self-discipline, you will create freedom for yourself. Freedom to do stuff that those friends that were playing poker when you were working won't be able to have. And so self-discipline creates freedom, but it's hard to do. But we can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. And so go ahead and be disciplined about everything you want to do. Follow your plan of action. Work your heart out. Work smart. Work hard. Work long nights. It pays off eventually, because self-discipline creates freedom. It will give you the kind of freedom that other people will never ever have. Okay, the next lesson, which is the ninth one, step out of your comfort zone. You can never be in your comfort zone and be who God wants you to be, because God doesn't give people assignments in their comfort zone. For you to be given an assignment, you must be out of your comfort zone. Moses was out of his comfort zone when he was asked to lead the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. His comfort zone was the palace of the king of Egypt, the Pharaoh. But God said, leave, go and do this, go and do that, go and do this, go and do that. And so you have to also step out of your comfort zone if you want your life to be meaningful, if you want to attain success, if you want to achieve purpose, if you want to live the way God wants you to live, if you want to live a meaningful and a full life, you've got to step out of your comfort zone. No, you have to. Now, last but not the least, faith and action go hand in hand. So you have faith that you can achieve your goals, fine. But action has to join for you to achieve that goal. because you can't wait for God to do it for you. You have to go and work it out for yourself. You know, when you read the story of the children of Israel and how they got into the promised land, God had told them about the promised land many years before then, but they couldn't get in. It took them fighting to get into the land. And so the fact that God has promised you something doesn't mean you will get it. You have to still fight for it. The children of Israel fought tooth and nail to get into the promised land. And so you also have to fight, and your fighting is in the actions you take on a daily basis. So faith and action go hand in hand. You know God has done it. God has promised you this is what is going to happen for you, but you still have to work on it. You still have to fight for it. And there's this quote in the book in the New Testament that since the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. You have to take it by force. It's not going to fall on your laps. You have to work for it. You have to go for it. You have to desire it. You have to burn with passion for it and say, yes, here I come. I want this, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. If this video helped you, please share it with a friend and also subscribe to this channel.